to district health society, and district health society is headed by the district magistrate. So not only the chief medical officer or other persons are responsible, but the whole system is responsible for carrying the things in the right way. Something which this first phase of NRHM has it was started in 2005, in 2012, and the second phase of the 5 year 2012 and 2017 has already been started, and 1 year nearly we are going to pass 1 year in this phase, second phase. And what we had achieved, just I am showing that what I achieved in by this NRHM. In Janani Suraksha Yojana, you are seeing this is institutional delivery. How much the institutional delivery has been increased? From the this is the percentage of institutional delivery. In UP, we have increased from 20.6% to 62.1%. This is the outcome of NRHM. Maternal mortality ratio, if you are seeing, we have reduced from 707 to 359. And this is at par, our graph is going at par to the government of India. What is the achievement of the government of India? This is IMR also, the reduction of IMR is showing the UP. This is from 73 to 61 and India 59 to 48. Well, we are going at par, the UP is also going at par. This is the fully immunized children. Yes, we have achieved this 66.5% the latest data, and from we have just increased 30.3% to 65% here, 66%. So, now you know that no polio case has been reported after April 2010, and WHO has recommended to delete India's name from the list of countries where polio is endemic. This is also an achievement of the state. Other achievement I'm not going to because we are short of time. But in the this second phase of NRHM 2012 and 17, what is our goal? This I want to show you. This is our goal in the maternal mortality. Cumulative target of next 5 years, we are going to reduce it to 200, and this is the cumulative target. And infant mortality 32. Total fertility rate we are going to reduce from 3.7 to 2.8. Complete immunization 40% to 90%, and conservative prevalence rate from 43% to 53%. Institutional delivery we are going to 62.1% to 85%. This is our target, where we are needing the help from the private sector also, because only government sector, public sector cannot achieve this goal. Major, these are only, I will take more 3-4 minutes. These are the to reduce maternal mortality. What we are doing, Janani Suraksha Yojana is there, Janani Shishtu Suraksha Yojana Karyakram is there, FRU of Isolation is there, and 24/7 facilities are there. We are increasing the number of 24/7 facilities as well as the specialized.
And our last speaker, Dr. V.S. Gogia, please. Our chief guest has already arrived for the inaugural ceremony, Dr. Gogia.
I welcome Dr. Gogia, our beloved colleague. He did his D.Orth in 91 from our college. Then he did DNB in physical medicine and rehabilitation. Trained at AIIMS and Safdar Hospital. Worked at SGRD Medical College, Amritsar and St. Stephen's Hospital. Currently, he is working as Assistant Professor, Department Physical and Rehabilitation Medicine, Postgraduate Institute of Medical Education and Research, Chandigarh. He got the Best Paper Award, Full Fellowship in Association of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation, held many executive positions. He has been Assistant Editor, Indian Journal of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation, and he has been a member expert group for Ministry of Health and Family Welfare on implementation of UNCRPD for rights of persons and disabilities.
Respected teacher, I'll take just half a minute to introduce you to the specialty of physical medicine and rehabilitation. Dr. Sanjay Rastogi had taken just one lecture on MBBS days that stimulated me to take up the specialty. For brief, any patient whose condition is accompanied by or he is left with pain, paralysis and or deformity needs a physiatrist. And mind you, physiatrist is not a physiotherapist. That's what Dr. Rastogi had also emphasized. So, our mission statement is MAD, M-A-D. People used to call me MAD when I used to go for classes during GF. But MAD here is maximizing abilities in presence of disabilities. So, my institution, here I am on the Silver Jubilee meet, and my institution is celebrating 50 years. We had conducted a study in public school in Chandigarh. Classes 9 to 10 were included. This is an ongoing study and a pilot project rather. And this is an interim report. The gender distribution was like this. On 75 children, 42 boys, 33 girls. The age distribution was according to class between 13 years 7 months to 15 years 8 months. The weight was on an average between 43 to 54 kg, and the average height was between 170 to 155 centimeters. The BMI was in the range of 17.1 to 21.67. Such charts for Indian population, and this is the first step. I have taken this pilot study, and on it will be expanded to other schools. The BMI distribution according to percentile. Amongst boys it was less than 1. The minimum level, the maximum was 98 percentile, average was 35 and median was 24. So you can see the data was most concentrated around 24th percentile BMI, while in girls were quite overfed as compared to boys, unlike in other studies in India. This is the classification. Less than 5th percentile is underweight, between 5th to 85th is healthy, overweight is above 85th, and obese is more than 95th. And this was the distribution. Boys were quite significantly in numbers in underweight categories, while most of them were in healthy category, and girls were in overweight or obese category more than boys. And this is the waist circumference scenario. The healthy, it is, mind you, this is in adults. Less than 90 centimeters waist in males and less than 80 in females is considered healthy. So since these are children, we cannot actually apply these figures. This is the hip circumference and this is the waist to hip ratio. Less than 0.9 for male and less than 0.8 for females is considered necessary. On this account, all of the subjects were quite within the range. They had also foot pain, they had also fatigability, they had headaches also. This is the lifestyle scenario now emerging amongst adolescents. They are spending more time on TV and that too in bad postures, lying down. The computer use is also increasing. The physical activity is decreasing. The school children of this age are better placed when they have 4 hours of physical activity, at least 2 hours in schools and 2 hours at home. But here the duration is quite less. Sleep was more or less okay in terms of hours except for class 10 girls. The eating habits. You see, most of the children like pizza, burger, some traditional and paneer dish, also chocolate, chicken, some specifically said KFC chicken, noodles, and among dislikes, the scenario was reversed. Green veg 50. Out of 75, 50 said they did not like green vegetable. And the trend is also reversed. Now, there are few therapeutic lifestyle changes. Take time to eat. Take at least 15 to 20 minutes. Daily intake for weight reduction is amongst this range. Never sleep immediately.
Dr. Ritu to please present the mementos. And I request Dr. Ritu and Dr. Satinder to please present the mementos to our chairperson, Dr. Pankaj Srivastava, Dr. Anup Awasthi, Dr. Sachin Jain. Thank you. And I thank President GEMSCON Dr. Gulati, all members of organizing committee, invited speakers, chairpersons, sponsors, Africa, Pharma and others, press and media persons and august audience for their efforts and enthusiasm in helping me to conduct this scientific session successfully. Thank you very much.
I request teachers to be seated in the first two rows and when the seating arrangement may be back, order to be back and the silver to be back. I request the audience to be seated, please. धीरे धीरे मचल ऐ दिले बेकरार कोई आता है यूं स्वागत खुशामदी एवं इस्तकबाल करती हूँ शंकर विद्यार्थी मेमोरियल मेडिकल कॉलेज कानपुर our golden jubilee 1962 batch our Silver Jubilee 1982 batch. Please, a big round of applause. I'm really honored and privileged to be here because I can see faces apart from my teachers sitting here, people who have been sculptors of my own destiny. C2 batch has been with me, has taught me during my third year and final year's clinicals. Now, I request all dignitaries on the dais. I would request Dr. Archana Bhadoria, Dr. Ritu to felicitate our chief guest, Shri Shiv Kumar Beria, मंत्री वस्त्र एवं रेशम वस्त्रालय। जब खुशबुओं की चर्चा होती है तो हरियाली और फूल जहन में आते हैं। हमारी इस छोटी सी दुनिया को ये पौधे ही तो चमन बनाते हैं। ये स्वयं ईश्वर का शाश्वत रूप है जो हमें धैर्य, निर्मलता, गूढ़ता एवं दानशीलता का पाठ पढ़ाते हैं और हमसे चाहते हैं सिर्फ थोड़ा सा प्यार, सम्मान व देखभाल। आज मैं अपने सम्मानित सदस्यों का सम्मान पुष्प गुच्छ की जगह इन्हीं नन्हे पौधों से करना चाहूँगी जो कि एक विश के साथ आते हैं टू गिव जॉय एंड कंटेंटमेंट टू द रिसीवर। सर, ये हमारी एडोलेसेंट सोसाइटी ऑफ कानपुर आस की पहल है जिसकी मैं सेक्रेटरी हूँ और मैं सभी से निवेदन करना चाहूँगी कि अपने पुष्प गुच्छ की जगह इन पौधों को स्थान दें और जब भी हमें आपको ज़रूरत हो हम आपको सेवा देने के लिए तत्पर हैं। मैं अब रिक्वेस्ट करूँगी डॉक्टर रितु सेठी से कि वो सम्मानित करें हमारे पेट्रन डॉक्टर रितु सेठी बुधवार से, फिर सम्मानित करें हमारे पेट्रन प्रोफेसर नवनीत कुमार। मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी डॉक्टर सतेंद्र लांबा से कि वह सम्मानित करें हमारे प्रेसिडेंट डॉक्टर पंकज गुलाटी को, जिनके बिना ये आज का कठिन कार्य संभव नहीं था आप लोग को समक्ष देखने का। डॉक्टर रितु बुधवार टू ऑनर द वाइस प्रेसिडेंट डॉक्टर अनूप अवस्थी। Dr. Archana Bhadoria to honor Chairman Golden Jubilee, Dr. M.L. Chaudhary. Dr. Satinder Lamba to honor Chairman Silver Jubilee, Dr. J.S. Kushwaha. Dr. Ritu Budhwar to honor Organizing Secretary Dr. Vinay Gupta. Dr. Archana Bhadoria to honor Secretary Dr. Deepak Agarwal. Dr. Satinder Lamba to honor our Honorary Treasurer Dr. Sharad Mittal.